In a small African village called Ajibade, the marketplace was the heart of life. Every morning, voices filled the air, traders shouting, buyers bargaining, and laughter echoing through the narrow paths lined with stalls. Among them stood a woman named Naomi, but everyone called her Iya Bola. She sold roasted corn and plantain on a small wooden table near the well. Her clothes were old, her stall was tiny, but her heart was full of love and kindness. While others competed for customers, Naomi always sang softly as she worked. "If you share with others, life will share with you," people often teased her. "Naomi, your kindness won't make you rich," one trader laughed. She only smiled. "Maybe not today, but it will make my soul rich." One hot afternoon, as the sun burned fiercely, a weak old man wandered into the market. His robe was dusty, his face pale, and his steps slow. He begged for food, but most traders waved him away. "Go beg somewhere else," they shouted. But Naomi looked at him with pity. She noticed how tired and hungry he looked. Without hesitation, she picked up her last piece of roasted corn and said, "Eat, old father. Hunger should not be your companion." The old man smiled weakly, took the corn, and said softly, "You gave when you had none. The heavens will remember you, my daughter." He walked away quietly, leaving Naomi puzzled. She didn't know she had just fed King Atatunji, who had disguised himself to see how his people treated strangers. Few days later, the market buzzed with shock. A royal messenger rode in shouting. By order of His Majesty, King Atatunji, the market woman Naomi, known as Iya Bola, is to appear before the king. The traders laughed. "Iya Bola? The one who sells roasted corn? Why would the king want her?" Trembling, Naomi went to the palace in her old wrapper and bare feet. When she entered, the king rose from his throne and said, "Do you remember the hungry old man you fed?" Naomi gasped. "Yes, my king." The king smiled kindly. "That old man was me." The entire hall went silent. The king continued, "While others turned me away, you fed me with your last meal. You have fed your king with kindness. You deserve to be honored." He rewarded her with gold, gave her a new home, and built a large market stall for her. But more than that, he appointed her as his royal advisor, saying, "A heart that gives freely can guide even a kingdom." Years passed, and Naomi served faithfully. The king grew old and fell ill, with no child to inherit the throne. After his death, the kingdom was thrown into confusion. Nobles fought, elders argued, and fear spread. One night, the chief priest had a vision. He declared, "The gods say the next ruler must have a heart of mercy, not a royal name. Look not for blood, but for goodness." At dawn, a bird flew into the palace and dropped a roasted corn seed on Naomi's doorstep, the same food she once gave the hungry king. The elders took it as a divine sign. Before sunset, Naomi, the poor market woman once mocked by everyone, was crowned Queen Naomi of Ajibade, the first woman to ever sit on the throne. Queen Naomi's reign as queen, she never forgot her roots. She built schools for the poor, opened free clinics for mothers, and made sure every market woman had a resting day. One day, a trader who once mocked her came before her in tears. "Your Majesty, I mocked you when you were poor. Forgive me." She smiled softly. Kindness is not weakness. It is strength that never forgets. Moral of the story: from a dusty market stall to a royal crown, Queen Naomi's life proved one timeless truth. Kindness may be forgotten by people, but it is never forgotten by destiny. Please subscribe for more inspiring African stories that touch the heart and lift the spirit.